When you hear the phrase, change your life, do you picture something super intense? Like Rocky, running up those steps in a hoodie, chugging raw egg smoothies, and transforming himself through sheer willpower and hard work? Honestly, most of us don't have time or energy to turn our whole lives upside down overnight. But here's the good news. You don't have to go to extremes to see real change. It turns out, making lasting changes to your life is more about small, sustainable habits than huge, all-or-nothing efforts. Research even shows that 80% of people who start intense New Year's resolutions drop off by mid-February because those big changes just aren't sustainable. So today, I want to share with you 5 simple, sustainable habits that have made a huge difference in my life without any intense commitment. These are habits you can start incorporating right now that will help you build the life you want, one small step at a time. Let's dive in and see just how easy making real change can be. Habit 1. The one-touch method. This one is super simple, but I promise you, it makes a huge difference. Think about your brain like a computer with tabs open. When you've got a million small tasks waiting to be done, emails, messages, random things around the house, they're like tabs running in the background, slowing down your mental processing power. Even if you're not actively thinking about them, they're still there, taking up space. The one-touch method is simple. If a task takes you less than 2 minutes, handle it right then and there. Just one-touch it and get it out of the way. So if it's a dirty dish you could wash quickly, just wash it now. Got a text or email that only takes a quick reply? Knock it out. Notice the trash is full? Take it out now instead of waiting until later. When you get into this habit, you'll be amazed at how much extra time and mental energy you actually get back. By taking care of things on the spot, you avoid doing them over and over again in your head. How many times have you opened an email, read it, marked it unread, then come back to it later, and finally replied? That's like 5 touches on a task that could have been done in one go. So, here's your challenge. The next time you notice a small task that'll take 2 minutes or less, don't put it off. One-touch it and move on. You'll feel lighter, clearer, and way more productive. Habit 2. Breathwork for alertness. Now this might sound simple, but a few intentional breaths can totally shift your energy and bring some serious clarity. I recently listened to a podcast by Dr. Andrew Huberman, who talked about this breathing technique that's surprisingly powerful. It's a pattern called the double inhale-exhale, and it's something you'll notice kids do naturally when they're calming down from crying, or even dogs when they're in deep sleep. Here's how it works. You're going to take a deep breath in, and then sneak in a second, smaller inhale right at the top. After that, you let out a long, steady exhale. That's it, just 2 or 3 rounds of these breaths, and you'll feel more alert and present. This technique works because it offloads extra carbon dioxide from your system and floods your body with oxygen. That little boost of oxygen helps snap you out of brain fog and get back on track. So the next time you're feeling drowsy, unfocused, or just stressed out, try the double inhale-exhale a few times. It's perfect for a quick reset before a meeting, during a tough day, or even just to clear your mind. This is also a great way to manage stress. Studies show that this kind of breath work can actually reduce cortisol, the stress hormone, leaving you feeling calm but alert. Try it out and see how it works for you. It's free, you can do it anywhere, and it only takes a few seconds to feel the effects. Habit 3. Boredom hours. This one might feel a little uncomfortable at first, but trust me, it's worth it. These days, it feels like every free moment is filled with our phones, social media, endless entertainment, or even just background noise. It's like our brains are never getting a real break, and that can be exhausting. So what if, instead of filling every quiet moment, you actually embraced boredom? I call it boredom hours, but really, it's just setting aside a little unplugged time every day. Boredom hours don't mean you have to sit in silence for hours. It could just be a few minutes. Try taking a walk without your phone, sitting quietly with your thoughts, or just letting your mind wander. These moments help recharge your mental battery. I know this sounds simple, but here's why it's so powerful. When we're constantly stimulated, our brains don't have a chance to process everything we've taken in. Over time, this can lead to mental fatigue, even anxiety. When we avoid boredom, we're also avoiding time with ourselves. And when we're always consuming other people's thoughts and ideas, we can start to feel lost, like we don't really know ourselves. Boredom hours give you the chance to get to know yourself again, to check in with how you're feeling, and to reflect without distractions. It's a way to create mental space so you don't burn out as quickly. Start small. Maybe it's 5 minutes in the morning or during lunch. Resist the urge to reach for your phone or turn on the TV. Just sit with your thoughts, let your mind wander, and see what comes up. I think you'll be surprised at how refreshing it feels. Plus, this is where some of your best ideas can surface, when you're not constantly distracted by outside noise. So give boredom hours a try. It might feel awkward at first, but the mental clarity and peace it brings is totally worth it. Habit 4. Chunking goals for motivation. Now, if you've ever set a big goal and felt overwhelmed or lost motivation halfway through, this habit is for you. Big goals can be inspiring, but let's face it, they can also be intimidating. When we set huge, all-or-nothing goals, we often end up feeling like we're never making progress. It's like climbing a mountain and constantly thinking about how far away the top is. That's where chunking comes in. Instead of seeing your big goal as one giant finish line, break it down into smaller, manageable steps or mini goals that you can work on one at a time. Let's say you're aiming to lose 20 pounds. Instead of focusing on that total number, set smaller goals like losing 5 pounds, then 10, and so on. This way, every small win gives you a sense of accomplishment and keeps you motivated to keep going. I used this approach when I was building this channel actually. Instead of focusing on 100,000 subscribers, I set mini goals along the way. 1,000, 5,000, 10,000 subscribers. Each milestone felt like a win, and it made the journey exciting instead of overwhelming. Chunking makes big goals feel doable, and it gives you a clear sense of progress. Plus, every time you hit one of those mini goals, you get a confidence boost that keeps you going strong. So, here's your challenge. Take that big goal you're working on and break it down into 3 or 4 smaller goals that will get you closer to the end result. Focus on hitting each step and celebrate those small wins along the way. Whether it's in fitness, career, or a personal project, chunking your goals gives you something tangible to work toward and keeps you motivated for the long haul. Habit 5. Regular movement for health and clarity. Now, we all know exercise is good for us, but I'm not just talking about hitting the gym. I'm talking about simply moving more throughout your day. Studies show that sitting for long periods can actually be as bad for your health as smoking. But the good news is, you don't need a full-blown workout to offset it. Just getting up, moving, stretching. Those small moments make a big difference in both your physical health and mental clarity. Even a few minutes of activity can boost your mood, energy, and focus. Personally, I've found that taking a walk, even a short one, gives me a mental refresh that's better than any caffeine fix. There are so many simple ways to add movement to your day. Try standing up every hour, taking the stairs, or doing a quick stretch break. If you can, take a 10 to 15-minute walk outside. It not only wakes up your body, but gives your mind a chance to reset. One of my favorite ways to stay active is to have quick, low-impact exercises on hand, like a mini trampoline or resistance bands. Just 5 or 10 minutes can completely shift your energy and get your blood flowing. Regular movement throughout the day doesn't just help you feel more physically energized. It also reduces stress, increases productivity, and can even improve your focus and memory. Basically, it keeps you sharp and ready for anything. So whether it's a stretch break, a quick walk, or some desk exercises, find simple ways to move a little more each day. Your body and mind will thank you. Conclusion. And there you have it. 5 simple, powerful habits to start making big changes in your life, one step at a time. Remember, you don't need to overhaul everything at once. Start with one habit that resonates with you. Give it a try and see how it feels. It's all about finding what fits into your life and building up from there. Consistency is the real game changer, and when you stick with these small shifts, you'll start to feel the impact in your energy, focus, and overall well-being. Thanks for sticking around. If you found this video helpful, make sure to give it a thumbs up and share it with someone who might need a little motivation boost. And I'd love to hear from you. Drop a comment below about which habit you're excited to try, or share your own tips for making sustainable changes. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you're interested in more content like this. I've got tons of videos on building healthier routines, achieving goals, and finding balance. I'll see you in the next one. Until then, take it one habit at a time and keep moving forward.